The ultimate solo getaway. Time for some R&R. It just didn't quite work out the way I planned. I never dreamed I'd be here in paradise, all by my lonesome. Yeah, this wasn't exactly the plan, but I'm not the kind of girl who stays home for nothing. 82 degrees and sunshine, yes please. There's a reason they call Aruba one happy island. Hello, hottie. I could use a towel, or 5. I guess I'll do a little improvising. Being alone might actually work out for me. I guess I'll give it a shot.
People question why I travel alone so often, but they just don't get it. Waking up in my own hotel room, having all the space I want to myself, I don't have to share it with anyone. It's all mine, and I like it that way.
Since I have the whole day to myself, I set out to explore Aruba's hidden gems and discover the natural beauty of the island. Sure, it gets lonely sometimes being by myself, but I kind of like it. It's a natural opportunity to reflect on my life and hear my own thoughts.
There's actually more to Aruba than just beautiful beaches. This is something I've never seen before, a sanctuary devoted entirely to donkeys. They're pretty adorable. They've saved hundreds of them over the years. If I want to spend my morning feeding donkeys, I will.
Here on the island, I've got a long list of adventurous activities I've got to try. And this one's kind of crazy, but I'm going to take the leap and make the most of Aruba's warm water. If yoga isn't hard enough, try it on a stand-up paddleboard. It's time to twist myself into a pretzel while balancing on top of this floating yoga mat.
Ah, this is actually quite relaxing. Time to channel my inner yogi and have a zen moment. It's not hard to do in a setting like this. I love having this time to myself to focus on me.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Okay, so stand-up paddleboarding yoga isn't my thing, but at least I didn't kill anyone.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I fell off and hit you. Oh my god, don't worry about it.
It seems a whole lot easier to bump into people when you're traveling alone. Next stop, it's time for Snuba in Aruba. And look who I found on the ferry to Da Palm Island, Pamela. We set out for an underwater adventure, and there's no question she's just as silly as I am. We suit up in flippers, snorkel masks, and these funny little weights that literally hold you down so you don't float to the surface. Watch out, don't mess with us. I'm having a hard time breathing through this thing, but I have to remember to just relax. It just takes time to adjust to a new situation. Before I know it, I'm diving deeper and deeper into the great blue sea.
Snuba is cool because you get a mix of 2 water sports, snorkeling and scuba diving. You don't need to get certified, but you can still dive up to 20 feet deep and see things you'd never see on the surface. It's so freeing. I feel like a mermaid.
There's so many cool fish and coral down here. It feels like one discovery leads to a whole lot more. Just like in real life, if you get in over your head, there's always a life raft. The next thing I know, we're revving up the engine and hitting the road, heading north for an off-roading adventure. Minus a few technical difficulties, like being able to reach the pedals, or learning how to operate this thing.
Automatic? Are you up to here?
We blast off into the dust. My fearless companion, a New York City girl who doesn't drive, takes shoddy. Skull bandanas in tow, we take on the rugged side of the island. But first, we gotta make a quick stop.
What's a road trip without a cold beverage at a local watering hole? We fuel up with a couple coconut waters and watch Mr. Coco wield his trusty machete. Now this hits the spot.
Remember my friend who doesn't drive? Well, she's about to step up to the plate. Pamela, my life is now in your hands. And my job is to guard the coconuts. Turns out she has a lot more guts than I thought. And she can multitask like no other. A little mud never hurt anyone. Coconuts. I guess my ultimate solo adventure wasn't so solo at all.
2 Aruba please.
Of course, I still love traveling on my own. That's good. People question it, but the thing is, you're never really alone. It's the best way to make new friends.
Thank you.
Yeah. I know it wasn't my original plan to come to paradise by myself, but I couldn't have planned it better. Here's to happy hour on one happy island.